So if you were one of those people that thought the DJI Pocket 3 was all hype, I was in the same boat. I waited a little extra before I purchased this. I got the combo series because it comes with the extended battery and the DJI mic that records in 32-bit. So when I purchased this, I got to try it out for a while and use it, but not until I went on vacation did I realize how important this was to have. And it comes with the case and then the extended battery. This is what I carried with me every single day. So basically it was just like this. I put this in my pocket, and whenever I felt it necessary, I would whip this out and basically record in seconds. All I did was use an ND filter and put it on automatic. So it isn't the most creative video and the most prolific video that you'll ever see. But the point is that you buy this and it's just so simple and effective. And that's where I want to get the point across, where I was able to get great video, keep my phone in my pocket and charged all day, and record with this for hours on end. I just want to show you and share some of my video that I took to Belgium. So take a look and let me know what you think in the comments.
Here we are, finally, a late start today in Bruges. And we're hopefully going to be able to take a canal tour. Well, we just got here. We made a little mistake with taking the train, but we're on our way, and we're going to take a canal tour. That's what we're going to look for now. I mean, it was kind of hot yesterday and a little bit the day before. Those were the hottest days. This is supposed to be a really nice, quaint town with all these little waterways that go everywhere. So we got people with boats here. They're lined up, ready to go in. And it appears that we're in the right spot. I guess we're in the right spot, Danielle? All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to walk down these stairs. Danielle, what did that cost, just to give an idea?
45.
Each?
No.
Okay. So it was $45, 45 euro for all three of us. And we're going to go on this little canal tour. And we line up here, as I showed you. And then we're just going to wait for the available boat that's going to come next. And
a little bit of non-question.
here we go.
Make sure you got everything on video, sir.
Except you.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in front of you, the Church of Our Lady. Inside the church, there's a statue of Michelangelo, Madonna with Child, and you should know Michelangelo, he was one of the 4 Ninja Turtles. And the bridge here in front of you was built in 3 centuries' time, 300 years to build a bridge in Bruges. The Bruges are known to work extremely slowly, but at least our bridges keep standing up straight. Italy might have won the Eurosong contest about 4 years ago, but building bridges lately, they haven't been that good at it. I know that I should have given you all already the opportunity of disembarking, but now you're stuck with me for at least 35 minutes. Now, this is feasible. I was married for over 12 years, and the most important word in that last sentence was. Anyhow, behind the next bridge here to your left, you got 2 houses, and they're both constructed out of wooden bricks, and the very first house you can see is the house of my mother. And the second one, that is the house of my father. They're living apart together. Now, they do have a door to connect the 2 houses in case of emergencies, in which I was made. And this emergency only lasted 7 minutes, but that was also the average of every European country at that time. Since the United Kingdom left the European Union, a new survey said we've gained 2 minutes. So now you know where it's made. Let me tell you something that is true now, and that is where I was born. This is behind the next bridge to the right. It's the old hospital of St. John's, and that hospital was operational from the 11th century until the 70s. That's a very long time for a hospital to be operational. As I mentioned, I was born there, and immediately after that they decided to shut down the hospital. Please smile. There's gonna be someone taking a picture any moment now. Well, don't smile then. And in any case, we're going for the decapitation part of the tour now, but it was really nice to meet you. And it doesn't matter how much you paid for a ticket, in this case it will be a total rip-off. I'm telling you this to ask you all to remain seated during the tour, and it's not for this bridge, by the way. There's a picture being taken by the lady over there, a picture for Instagram. She has the age of Instagram. You see, if she would have been older, it would have been Facebook. If she would have been younger, it would have been either Snapchat or TikTok.
There
if she
you
would have
go.
been half naked, it would have been Tinder.
He covered it all.
If any one of you here knows how to do yoga, this is a really good moment of putting yourself in the downward facing dog position. It's the only way of passing the next bridge. Besides, you have interest in passing that bridge because behind it to the left there's a brewery, and obviously they brew beer over there. So one of those beers is called the Straffe Hendrik Quadruple. Actually, for the ones that do not practice yoga, drink 2 of those, you'll have no trouble at all at putting yourself in the downward facing dog position. Actually, you'll even be in paradise, but if you drink 4 of them, you will not remember anything about it. Don't be hard-headed here. Won't do you any good. Careful, straight for them.
That was awesome.
Bon. Now, it hasn't always been the Lake of the Lovers. Before, it was just another dock of a port, but then Bruges became to be more and more romantic, so they decided to shut down the dock of the port and they renamed it into the Lake of the Lovers. Actually, they've even invented the legend around it, and basically, in a nutshell, that's how history works. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we take really good care of our swans here. We got a food dispenser over there. We even got a jacuzzi for them in the back there. Ladies and gentlemen, can you see all of this here to your left-hand side? From up there until about over there to the end. See that? That's my work. I did say the exact same thing yesterday, but there was a highly pregnant woman sitting right over there on those benches then, and that was awkward. And behind the next bridge now, we will arrive at the Rosary Quay, and that's one of the more popular spots here. And there you will see the Belfry Tower. The Belfry Tower is a commercial building, and it leans over to the right, just like the Tower of Pisa. And each year it leans over just a tiny bit more, so I would love to invite you to come back in 800 years from now, and then you'll be able to take a picture of the Belfry Tower in landscape. Also know that the Chinese population have once declared the Belfry Tower as one of the ugliest buildings in the world, so thank you, China. Sure, that's thank you in Chinese is not a double sneeze. Il n'y a que 20 000 personnes qui vivent au centre de Bruges, mais chaque année on reçoit quand même 9 millions de visiteurs. So there's only 20,000 people that live in the center of Bruges, but each year we do receive just short of 9 million visitors. To put this in perspective, an island like Bali, and Bali has approximately the same size as the whole of Flanders, they get 5 million people per year, and it's being said Bali is being overrun by tourism. In front of you now, ladies and gentlemen, the Belfry Tower. 366 steps to climb it up. But as you can see, it's absolutely pointless. Now you might notice it leans over to the right, but if you go to the other side, it leans over to the left as well. And here behind the buildings, to your right hand side, lies the skin market, and that was an extremely stinky market. Behind the next bridge to the right, you got the fish market, also a stinky market. It was a gift by Napoleon, so first he steals our statue of Michelangelo, and then in return he gave us a stinky gift. He also put those two stinky markets deliberately next to each other to make sure Bruges only had one stinky part in the city. Here, across the skin market, over there, all of that there to the left is the City Hall of Bruges. And then across the fish market, all of that there to the left with those little red towers is the Palace of Justice of Bruges. So yes, we did manage to put everything that smells here together. Palais de Justice de Bruges, on a vraiment su mettre tout ce qui pue ensemble ici. Et puis, mesdames et messieurs, dans les coins des ponts, vous allez souvent voir des trous, et ça, ce sont les vieux égouts. Et au temps médiéval, les égouts servaient dans la rivière. Pour aller bien non, mais au temps médiéval, on faisait même de la bière utilisant l'eau de rivière, et vraiment, ça, c'était des bières de merde. D'ailleurs, on appelle ça aujourd'hui Heineken. So in the corners of the bridges you will often find holes. These are the old sewers, and in medieval times sewer water ended up in the river. Believe it or not, in medieval times we even brewed beer using the water from the river. That was extremely shitty beer. And now we call it Heineken, by the way. Here in front of you, this is the oldest bridge in Bruges. It's called the Bridge of Me, but it's only 600 years old because before that, all bridges here were constructed out of wood. That you can see over there to your right-hand side used to be a monastery, now it's a school. And in the beginning of the Second World War, that building was used by the German forces as headquarters. Then by the end of the Second World War, that building was also used by the British forces, also as headquarters. So you could say they do have the same taste. Well, at least regarding headquarters. And there was never any fighting in Bruges, and there was even a German captain who refused the direct order of bombarding Bruges. And he said, Brugge ist zu schön zu kämpfen, which means Bruges is too beautiful to fight over it. So they just left it without fighting. Now if you think about that, it could even mean it's quite possible that beauty could avoid war. So I suggest to set all our compasses only towards beauty from now on. But probably that's just way too philosophical. And then of course, ladies and gentlemen, beauty is also extremely relative. Like for instance, behind the bridge here to your right hand side, the British history from the 80s. So here you clearly have some mistakes from the 80s. No, not the people, buildings.
Sore thumb.
Are you people doing all right? VIPs in the back there, are you doing okay? Am I not boring you too much with my stories? You sure? If I am, just let me know. I can rope you for you.
That looks beautiful. Look at that. It's gorgeous.
Anyhow, I'm afraid we're getting here almost to the end of the tour, and I'm not all at the end of my stories yet, but at least I did bring you back alive so far with only one available life jacket on board. This life jacket also dates from the year 1603, since it's one that we actually got for free in buying a Happy Meal at the grand opening of the McDonald's. Now ladies and gentlemen, stay in good health, and do not forget, once in a while have a good drink, because if you do not drink, you will most probably die. Now, just in case that you did enjoy the tour, the stories and the silliness, feel free to leave a tip later on in the captain's hat. I thank you all for your attention. I wish you a wonderful day here in Bruges. Why not also have a wonderful evening here in Bruges, and why not even have a wonderful night as well. But more important, have a fabulous life, because as you know, life is rather short, but it could very well be the longest thing you'll ever do. So take really good care of that life of yours, and while you're doing that, take also care of the lives of the people that surround you. And now, rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave you all in peace. And I'll let you enjoy the rest of the tour. Thank you very much, Merci beaucoup, dank u wel, dank u zo.
Thank you. So we're in Bruges, and this looks like the center of the city. Some kind of court or something like that. The Prudential Port. What is this called?
Provincial court.
Provincial?
Provincial.
Provincial Court. I don't know if that's right, but this is pretty awesome in the center here. You could see like this church in the background, like absolutely stunning. Got a church right in front of us. You got all these beautiful buildings. I mean, I don't know how old this architecture is, but again, like the grand square where we were, this is like another grand area in Bruges, which is absolutely stunning. So I'm gonna do a little 360 here. Stunning. All this is just stunning.